show. You're a peeper on your own.
Football season's starting to wind down. Basketball
Thank
season
God.
in full effect. And let's talk some basketball. Let's talk Ultimate Hoops. That's Lifetime Fitness's program in Chicago. Ultimate Hoops is a league for all the Lifetime Fitnesses in Chicago, and of course, corporate-wide, nationwide for all Lifetime Fitnesses. But let's bring in the program coordinator for Ultimate Hoops, Pat Keller. Pat, how are you? Thanks for joining us. Merry Christmas to you.
Good, Gary. Thanks for having me.
All right, talk about Ultimate Hoops. I've done a lot of basketball leagues around Chicagoland. I do high school, college. I do men's leagues. What makes Ultimate Hoops Ultimate Hoops?
Well, what makes us Ultimate Hoops is basically we're a 24/7 on-court, online experience. So not only do we have very competitive basketball leagues, but when you leave our basketball leagues, you can go home, get on your computer, go to www.uhlife.com, pull up a full interaction with all your stats, points, rebounds, assists, free throw percentage, team stats, whatever it is you want to look at, and see how you're doing throughout the season, throughout your career of Ultimate Hoops. You can look at other team stats, whatever the case may be. I mean, we have players like ex-NBA players playing in our leagues right now. Penny Hardaway, Robert Ory.
Dickie Simpkins
playing here in Chicago. Lindsey Hunter has played. And there's just a big web experience, Facebook, videos, all kinds of stuff.
You mentioned Facebook. He's the atheist of Facebook here.
Big time. It's a total interactive experience. So I mean, of course, when you're watching.
If I was entered one of the leagues, you guys wouldn't have to waste too much money on my stats. How much does it cost to put up a bunch of zeros?
Well, it's kind of funny because when you watch the games, and I ref some of those games, there's guys running down the court after an assist. That's an assist. You know, see, it's
how many calls do you get about, hey, you jipped me out of 5 assists last game?
Absolutely. That's a bit, like you guys just mentioned, that's a big thing. Guys are calling out their assists to the scorekeepers.
Forget about team play. I want my stats.
You don't have them calling out their turnovers.
Right.
So
No.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And yes, and after the game, they'll call you, hey, I thought I had 7 assists, not 5, whatever the case may be.
So you're the program coordinator. How many lifetimes in Chicagoland that are running the Ultimate Hoops right now?
Beginning this winter season, which is going to start here in the next 2 weeks, the second week in January, we're going to be in 7 clubs. So that's Romeoville, Burr Ridge, Orland Park, Warrenville, Algonquin, Old Orchard,
Bloomingdale.
And Bloomingdale.
Yeah,
that's right.
So seven clubs for you to get your game on.
Get your butt kicked.
Yeah.
And they are taking names and numbers.
And the new ones that are coming up in the wintertime are Romeoville
and Algonquin. Starting their first season of Ultimate Hoops, correct.
And so what do you need to do to get into this league, and how do you, I mean...
Is there a draft?
Yeah. That's a good idea. You should have a draft.
Actually, that is something that we're going to do here in Romeoville.
We'll cover it.
There's a couple existing teams, and there's going to be some guys who sign up that aren't on teams, and there's going to be a draft for those guys. So yes. The big thing is it's open to all members of Lifetime Fitness. If you're a member at Lifetime Fitness, then you can participate in the Ultimate Hoops Basketball League. It's very reasonable. It's $69 per session. So for the whole winter session, which is 8 games in the playoffs, you'll get the whole Ultimate Hoops experience.
And of course, you get the membership, and you get all the benefits of being a member of Lifetime Fitness as well. Now we had the Lifetime tournament a couple of weeks ago in Warrenville, but now there's a Chicago Cup tournament. So talk about as far as the benefits and what else entails in this league where you can play in the regular season but also have a chance to play in some tournaments as well.
Right, absolutely. So this week coming up here, we're going to have all the winners from each one of our clubs this past winter session are going to participate for one Chicago champion, and this will be held at Romeoville on Wednesday night. And then the winner of that will get an invite to play in the National Ultimate Hoops Championship, which will be held in Minnesota, where you'll see teams from Nebraska, Michigan, Tennessee, maybe Penny Hardaway's team, Arizona, all different kinds of clubs. So it becomes more of just a local thing. If you're very competitive and want to advance and have good teams, you can play at a national level also.
For the sake of argument and probably some smack talking with Lifetime Fitness, that Lifetime Fitness corporate is up in Minnesota, and that's where Absolutely. It's based out of. But Minnesota's not that big. There's not a lot of leagues, not a lot of teams there. We're talking Chicagoland, where you got 7 clubs and a ton of teams. Chicagoland's a pretty big hub for Ultimate Hoops right now.
Absolutely. Once we kick off here with these 2 new clubs, and we'll have 7 clubs. Will be more than any area of Lifetime Fitnesses with the 7 leagues. And Chicago actually has 9 Lifetime Fitnesses, which also is more than any other state or location.
Now, how long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this for about a year now. Ultimate Hoops has been with Lifetime Fitness for 3 years. And, we just got started in Chicago a little while ago, and we're starting to grow. I would imagine here by the end of the next year we'll be in every club in Chicago, and sooner or later every club in Lifetime Fitness.
Now, you mentioned Penny Hardaway's team. Is Little Penny on that team, too? He's talking the whole game?
Oh, Nick Anderson down there in Florida, I think, is Lifetime locations in Florida?
Yes, they do, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know about Little Penny. I'm going to find out about that.
Yeah, go to see that.
But it's funny you said Penny because he's a big guy in his stats, too, and he's calling to make sure that... Because he's averaging a triple-double right now. And he's making sure they got all his stats correct, too.
It's interesting because some courts are bigger than others. There's
really?
Small courts. Some
I want the smallest one possible.
Well, some are regulation.
7.5 foot tall net for me, maybe.
Some of them are regulation. One Nerf hoop. How about that for you? Is that good?
Can you dunk on a Nerf hoop? The hanger gets in the way. I want the one with the hamper that you just throw your underwear in there. On the back of the door. Is that wrong?
It'll be overflowing. Yeah,
you're not kidding.
So, like I said, what is the difference here with Ultimate Hoops and, say, a Pro-Am league in Chicago, like at Fosco Park or Columbus Park, these, where you have some of these top guys that come in, some of these ex-players come in. It's all, you have to be a member to be on Ultimate Hoops. Is there a possibility where you'll make exceptions to bring people in where they pay
ringers,
just a league fee just to pay to come in and play, or do you have to be members?
No, it's exclusively for Lifetime members only. So you got to be a member with Lifetime Fitness, and that's one of the advantages of being a member of Lifetime Fitness, along with many other things. But the difference with this...
So you don't have those ringers where you come and bring them in for 1 or 2 games for the playoffs and then they leave, like the other leagues you see.
Right. They get... Right. You don't have the ringers, but what these guys do is they get these guys signed up that are ringers, playing overseas, wherever the case. Hey, come get a membership at Lifetime, play in this league. And that's what it's turned into. It's turned into a very good basketball league because of that, because the words got spread, the talent that's in the league. So
because when you have guys sign up who play in this league, then you get word of mouth and you get guys signing up even more. Of course, the show is obviously going to help and stuff on the website. And the more you talk about, say, listen, hey, I'm playing in Lifetime Fitnesses League at Burr Ridge. Why don't you come and sign up? All right, let me talk to Jimmy over at Homer Glen. Maybe he'll go to Orland Park and play there, too. So
exactly.
It's all about word of mouth and how good the league is, and give them the information on what they need to do to contact you or contact Ultimate Hoops to sign up or whatever they need to do.
To sign up, what you need to do is go to www.uhlife.com. And on there, you can sign up for any Ultimate Hoops basketball league. You can also go to Lifetime Fitness's website and check it out there. Or any Lifetime Fitness club. Stop in and ask them about their Ultimate Hoops league.
It's also fun when you're reffing or playing where you got the nice with the hot looking women going rock climbing behind you.
Yeah,
and then you have to
in bounds or out of bounds?
No, well, Burr Ridge, hands down, best women at that club, I got to say. Even though I've heard about Warrenville and possibly Orland Park, but I haven't been up to Vernon Hills yet. So go to ultimatehoops.com.
UHLife.com.
UHLife.com. Get in there, find out the information. When do the leagues start for the Chicagoland area?
Like I said, the second week in January, with the exception of Burr Ridge, is going to start January 6th. But we got a league running every night of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and also Sunday. So, you can find your location, whatever night you're looking for, whatever the case may be.
All right, Pat, thanks for your time. Thanks for coming on, and we'll make sure people get in touch with you. Put that link up on the website, and we'll get Ultimate Hoops going.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Pat Keller, Program Coordinator for Ultimate Hoops. For Lifetime Fitness, go to uhlife.com. 773-631